Shanti, this is august-2025 of original date is Pocky 15/12/2006 and today's date is 31st August 2025. Morning Murli Baptada Madhuban and the title is Being an Embodiment of the Remembrance and Experience Image. Pause with honors and with the fast speed and brings about the transformations in a second. Today, Bapdada is seeing three lines of the special fortune sparkling on the foreheads of all children everywhere. Everyone's forehead is sparkling with the lines of fortune. One is the line of the fortune of the godly sustenance. The second is the line of the fortune of the teaching you have to receive from the elevated teacher. The third is the line of the fortune of the Srimad you have to receive from Satguru. In fact, all of you have to penalty of fortune, but nevertheless, Baba is today especially saying these three lines. You are also experiencing the sparkling lines on your forehead, are you not? The most elevated line is the line of the sustenance of the God's love. Just as the Father is the highest of all, so God's sustenance is also the highest of all. So few receive the sustenance, yet all of you have become worthy of this sustenance. This sustenance is received by only you, children, and only once in the whole cycle. If you don't receive it now, you can never receive it. This godly sustenance, God's love, and godly attainments is only experienced by you handful of souls out of millions. All of you are experienced, are you not? Do you have this experience? You have to experience a sustenance, this steady and also Srimad. You are experiencing images. So can you constantly see this star of the fortune sparkling on your foreheads all the time? Or does the sparkling star sometimes become a little dull? Let it not become a dull. If the sparkling stars become a dull, do you know what the reason is for that? Baptada says the reason is you have to not become embodiments of the remembrance. You think that you are a source, but you become embodiments of thoughts. You don't become embodiments of the awareness that much unless you are constantly an embodiment of remembrance. You cannot have the power because this awareness brings a power. And embodiments of the remembrance is the embodiments of the power. This is why this star of the fortune sparks less. Ask yourselves what are you over a longer period. It is embodiments of thought or embodiments of awareness. By being an embodiment of the thought, you think very well, I am this, I am this, I am this. However, because not being an embodiment of that awareness, where thoughts or ordinary thoughts become a mix into your thinking. In fact, you have looked at it, your internal form is the form of awareness and the power. Your form is not just of thoughts, but it is that of the embodiments in the beginning too. You receive the reward of having been embodiments of awareness at this time. So internally and originally you are an embodiment of awareness. Then at this time, at the time of the confluence age too, you become embodiments of awareness. So in all of three aspects of the time, at the beginning, the internally, at the age, you are embodiments of the awareness. You are not embodiments of thoughts. This is why Bapdada told you earlier too. To become an experience image at the present time, this is the elevated stage. You consider yourself to be a soul. You have the godly attachments, but there is the big difference between understanding this and experience it. An experience image can never be received by a Maya or experience any sorrow. The games of the Maya that you see every now and then, and the games that you even play yourself, are because of the lack of being embodiments of experience. The authority of experience is the most elevated. Baba shows that some children do think about this, but that they have little experience of embodiments. In today's world, the majority of souls has become tired of seeing it and hearing and wish to have some attainments from an experience. Only those who are experienced can give an experience. Experience souls will constantly continue to move forward. They will continue to fly experience because experienced souls constantly have a zeal and enthusiasm merged in them. So check, you have become an image of experience of every point. Is it the authority of experience visible in your every actions? Is your every word and every thought based on the authority of experience, or is it simply based on your understanding? One is to understand and the other is to experience. To speak about the points of this knowledge for every subject can also be done by outside speakers who give many speeches. However, to become an embodiment of the experience of every point means to have enlightened souls. There are many who have yoga, there are many who search for yoga, but to experience a yoga means to be embodiments of the power, and you are recognizable and embodiments of power by your being able to invoke a particular power that is needed at the time and becoming embodiments that is free from obstacle. If even one power is lacking, if you speak about it but are not the embodiments of it, then too you can be deceived at that time. If you need the power of the tolerance but you use the power of oppose, you cannot be called yogyuk or embodiments of experience. What would be a signs of your being embodiments of awareness and embodiments of experience in all four subjects? In your stage, you would have to consciousness of being an instrument. In your attitude, you would constantly have pure feelings, soul consciousness feelings, and altruistic feeling. In the atmosphere and in the relationships and the connections, you would always be humble and your words would be pure and gentle. These specialties would be the natural nature at every of someone who is experiencing I meet. Natural nature at the present, some children sometimes say, I don't want to do this, but it is my old nature. Your nature naturally does that work, and you don't even have to think about it. Your nature is naturally doing that work. So check yourselves, what is my natural nature? If I have to even the slightest trace of my old nature, then by being it used to again and again, it becomes a frame sanskar. In order to finish your old nature and old sanskar, even though you want to do this, you are unable to do it. What is the reasons for that? You have become knowledgeable about everything. You don't want to something to happen and yet it happens. So what is the reasons for that? There is a little power of transformations. In the majority of you, it is visible that the power of transformation is the lacking. You understand it, you speak about it, and if you were all asked to write or give a lecture on the topic of the power of transformations, then Baptadas feels that all of you are very clever and you could even give very good lectures and write very well about it. If others comes, you could also explain to them very well. Don't worry, just transform it. However, you yourself lack the power of transformations, yet knowing the importance of the present time, you should not take the time to bring about transformations. Let the power of transformations be used in a second, since you understand that the something should not happen, and all through you understand this. If you are unable to transform yourself, the reasons for that is that you think about it, but you don't become embodiments of it. You become an embodiment of those thoughts for a long period throughout the day. The majority of you lack being an embodiment of awareness, soul, and embodiments of power. It is now the time of the instant speed, the time for the instant effort. It is not the time for ordinary effort. Transformations is the second means that by your being embodiments of awareness, you should become free from negative and wasteful thoughts in a second. Why? You are instruments for bringing the time and completion slow. So according to the importance of the present time, and since you know that every step has multi-millions merged in it, you keep the awareness of increasing that in your intellect, but your intellect should also be remain aware that you can lose it. If you are creating multi-millions at every step, you can also lose multi-millions at a step. Can you not? So now the question of a minute is over. You say for others that they should stay in the minute of the silence. But for you people it is now has to be matter for a second. How long does it take to think yes or no? A second. So such a fast transformation power is required. You understand when sometimes is fine or not fine. Put a full stop to that which is not fine and make it which is fine practical. Now use the importance of the full stop. You know about the three dots, do you not? However, use the dot full stop at the right time. Scientists are doing everything quickly now, and they are also using the power of transformations a lot more. So you with the power of silence now keep the same, that is, if you want to bring about transformations you are knowledgeful but now become a powerful in the speed of second. We are doing it, it will be happen, we will do it. We will do it. No, it is a possible or it is a difficult, because at the final moment it will be a paper of a second, not a minute. So only if you have the practice of the second over a long period of the time will you be able to pass with honors in a second. You are God's students, you are studying this godly studying this, and you definitely have to pass with honors. Or what if you claim a pass with honors? What time you have kept? Those of you who believe that you have to pass with honors, raise your hands. Pass with honors. Underline the words honors. Acha, so what will you now have to do? A motor, a minute is a common. Is it now a matter of second? Yes. Those from Punjab, it is now a matter of a second. Who will be a number one in this? Punjab? What is the big deal? You speak with the such intoxications, you speak very well with the such intoxications that when Bap Dada hears it, he is very pleased. You says what is the big deal? Because Bap Dada is with you, so you have the authority with you. So what are you now going to do? You now have to become intense effort makers. You are doing service, and what else would you do without having service to do? Would you sit idle? Service in the drama regions and karma actions of the Brahman souls. However, now, along with doing service, we become embodiments of the power. Bap Dada is pleased with the amount of the zeal and enthusiasm for doing service you have shown, and it is also congratulating you. However, just as you received the crown of service, you are wearing crowns. Their youth group was wearing a crown and as such. How good they look. Now show everyone by wearing the crown of becoming an embodiment of awareness. It is the youth group, is it not? So what wonder will you show? Number one is a service, and number one is being embodiments of power. To give the message is also the drama and karma of Brahma life. But Bap Dada is now giving you a signal to speed up the machinery of the transformations. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to pass with honors. The practice of this over a long period of the time is needed. Think about it and do it. Do not just become embodiments of thoughts, also become embodiments of awareness, and so embodiments of power. Finish anything wasteful at this fast speed. Wasteful thoughts, wasteful words, wasteful actions. Wasteful time and wasteful matters and systems in the relationships and connections. Finish all of it. When you Brahman souls quickly finish all of that waste in yourselves, you will quickly accumulate blessings from the souls and increasing your account of charity. Bap Dada told you earlier that the Bap Dada is checking three types of account: the account of speed of effort, the account of the blessings, and account of charity. However, the accounts of majority are not that full. This is why Bap Dada is today reminding you of the slogan. Now become a fast, become an intense effort makers, become a those who quickly finish everything, become a those who quickly transform the atmosphere with their minds. Bab Dada is pleased with all the children with the regard of one thing. What is that? All of you have the deep love in your hearts for the Father. Congratulations for that. However, should I tell you what you'd have to do? By the end of this season, and you still have a time, show one splendor or another at the fast speed by the end of this season. Do you like this? Do you like it? Those of you who feel that you will keep both the aim and its qualifications in your awareness, raise your hands. Those who will keep both the aim and its qualifications is in front of you. Raise your hands. Double for originals will do this, teachers will do this, and youth will do this. Those in the front row will also do this. So multi-million congratulations in advance. Acha. Now practice this right now. In the seconds, become free from negative thoughts, free from wasteful thoughts. Become stable and concentrate on one Father and the none other. Are you able to sit and concentrate on this one thought? Let there be no other thought. Sit in the experience of concentrating on just the one thought. Do not take time, but just in a second. Acha. To the all children everywhere who have sent special love and remembrance, each of those children please accept love, remembrance, and blessings from the heart personally by name. Bap Dada is saying that this is in everyone's heart. Give my remembrance, give my remembrance. However, the moment you children have this thought, it reached Bap Dada's at that time. Therefore, Bap Dada is giving you all of you children love, remembrance personally by your names and your specialties. To the all elevated children who are constantly embodiments of awareness, embodiments of the power, embodiments of experience, to those who always instantly put into a practice the pure thoughts you have just as three. There is the importance of instant donations. In the same way, there is also the importance of instant transformations. To the world transformer children who bring about the instant transformations. To all the Mahavir children who put the godly sustenance, God's love, godly steady, and God's Srimat into their every actions. To Mahavir children who make a number one intense effort with the great courage, concentrations, and unity. Bap Dada's love and remembrance from his heart, blessings from his heart, and namaste. To spiritual children, say namaste to spiritual father. To dadis, all of you are playing good parts. Bap Dada is placing each one's part is the young ones are also playing good parts. Do not think that you are just the young one. Young ones are equal to God. The Shaktis have their own parts and the Pandas have their own parts. Nothing could continue if the Pandas were not there, and nothing could continue if the Shaktis were not there. This is why there is a memorial of the four-arm image in the Bharat. In no other regions do they show the four-arm image, but in the Bharat the four-arm image has importance. So both are playing very good parts. However, now everything quickly, that is all. Sometimes you become a little slunk. Now it is not the time to become a slunk. Many different things happens, but the understanding the significance of the situations, you have to remain Rasyuk, Yogyuk, Sneyuk, loving and Sahyogic Yukt, cooperative as you move along. Is this okay? To Dadiji. This is very good, is it not? Look how so many have to come. Why have you they come? Why has everyone's come to meet you? They have to course to come to meet Bap Dada. But if the dadis were not here, they would say that they don't enjoy it. So there is no enjoyment at all. Of you are not here either. Blessings, may you become embodiments of the success by putting on a switch of awareness and benefit yourselves and others. The basis of your stage is your awareness. Constantly have powerful awareness. I belong to the Father and the Father belongs to me. By having this awareness, your stage will remain powerful and you will be also make others powerful. When a switch is put on, there is a light. In the same way, this awareness is also a switch. Let the search of attentions be constantly on, and you will continue to benefit yourself and others, since you have new birth, have a new memories, and finish all memories of your past. By using this method, you will receive the blessings of being embodiments of success. Slogan: in order to experience a superspontaneous joy, remain stable in your stage of embodiments of peace. Awake signal: in order to be an easy yogi, become experienced in a God's love. Bapdada is bound by the bond of the love and cannot become a free even if he want to. This is why they have shown an image of being bound on the path of devotions. Even while awake, he had to be bound by a bond of in particular form. Even though he was a liberate from the physical form, he could not become a free. This bond of the love is very strong. Become embodiments of the love, tie one another with the bond of the love, and give the experience of the close relationships and of belonging. Acha, Om Shanti.